probably should, man. The school I went to doesn't exist anymore, so you'll have to go another route. That was Broadcast Center over in St. Louis. It doesn't exist anymore, so it was strictly a broadcasting school. You'd have to go through. I know Mizzou has a good broadcast journalism class. Oh crap! All right, I'm up to 7 people on watching now, so let's go give these 7 people some entertainment. And a very good morning, everyone, and welcome to Kahok Stadium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. We have a little bonus football action going for you today, a little JV action as your Collinsville Kahawks host the Triad Knights. And again, I am Todd Duke, and I have Ryan Dunaway and Jay Stevens with me. They're going to be taking the tag team, operating the camera here for us this morning. And right off the bat, I will tell you this much, folks. I have rosters for both teams. Unfortunately, the JV roster for Triad does not have numbers to go along with their names. So I do not have any idea who is wearing what number. And so we're just going to have to call them numbers until somebody can find me a roster that actually has jersey numbers to go along with those names. And Triad kicks off first, and a little squib kick makes it just past midfield. So Collinsville will start off. I do not have starters for Collinsville as well, so you're going to have to bear with me as we go along here. We'll figure it out. I could have just pointed the camera out there and just shot the game without any sound at all, but that's really not my speed, so we decided to go ahead and do a little play-by-play. All right, Collinsville has the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line, so a good starting field position here for the Kahawks. And Ethan Bagwell is the quarterback for Collinsville, and he'll hand the ball off, and coming up the right side, ball carrier. See, now you have to get used to numbers again. They're wearing the same numbers last night. This is Andre Crum. Is it Crum or Kroom? Kroom, okay. 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. See, number 28. So number 28 is Jaden Neighbors for the senior, for the varsity team. Quarterback wearing number 12. That's Ethan Bagwell. Ethan, a 6'2", 220-pound freshman, playing quarterback, has a wide receiver over on the far side, one lone setback. And that again is Kroom. And this time it's going to be a keeper by the quarterback, Ethan Bagwell. And Bagwell makes it into Triad territory. We're just underway here in the first quarter, coming up on 9 minutes to go. Kahawks, 3rd down and 4 to go. Try to keep this drive alive for Collinsville. Bagwell in the shotgun once again, very reminiscent of the formations we saw last night in the varsity game. So I would imagine you're going to see the same kind of game from both teams. Lots of runs, and there's a handoff for a 1st down, and a little bit more by Kroom. And Collinsville continues to move the chains. The freshman team won on Thursday. Varsity team lost last night, 21-0. Very good game. Late score in the 3rd quarter on a 90-yard punt return by Sam Yeager for Triad. Put the first score on the board to break a 0-0 tie, and then a couple of small runs by Drew Straub, the quarterback, one for 1 yard and one for 2 yards. Put the icing on the cake. Here again is Bagwell in shotgun, takes a high snap. He throws it out to the left hand, make that the left-hand side. Incomplete pass for Darren Pinnell. Just a little bit over his head, and that stops the clock with 8:14 left to play here in this first quarter. No score early on. Have a couple more contests for you tonight as well. We're back right here for some boys soccer. We'll have the JV game on at 5 o'clock and varsity to follow around 6:30 as Jabot comes to town. And we got a busy day ahead of us. Here is Bagwell. Handoff and a fumble, and looks like Collinsville and Kroom jumped right back on top of it. So a loss of a yard on the play, just a fumbled handoff between Bagwell and Kroom. And that brings up a 3rd down and long here for Collinsville. Bagwell, pretty good sized kid for a freshman, 6'2", 220 pounds. Also plays linebacker on the defensive side of the ball. Kroom on the left-hand shoulder. Fakes the handoff to him, and nice moves for the big kid for Collinsville there. Ethan Bagwell got around a would-be tackler. That would have been a loss, but the throw is incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down for Collinsville. Ball sitting on Triad's 40-yard line. Ethan Bagwell stays in. No kickers listed on the roster, so not sure if they have punters or kickers or anything on the JV side. Unless Bagwell is going to punt, and it looks like he's setting up in a punt formation. No one deep for Triad, as Bagwell will try to put this one down close to the goal line. High end-over-end kick. It lands at the 10 and goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Nice job by Bagwell with the punt on special teams. Something that eluded the varsity team last night. That was pretty much the thorn in the side of the game last night, was the punting team and the special teams. A couple of bad punts, a bad snap, a blocked punt, shanked punt, and then one return for 90 yards for a touchdown. So the punting team kind of took it on the chin last night. 7:22 to go here in this opening quarter. Triad with the ball in the shadows of their own goalpost here on a sunny Saturday morning. A little chilly to start, but we'll warm up as the day goes along. And again, Triad, I don't have a roster that has jersey numbers on it, so your guess is as good as mine as who they are. I can give you the numbers. That's about it. Number 2 is at quarterback, it looks like. Man comes into motion, and the quarterback keeps the ball and runs it right up the middle, and not a lot of room there, and that was almost pushed back into the end zone. They're going to mark him about a half a yard gain on that. Forward progress stopped at the 2-yard line, so a gain of 1. And it'll be 2nd down and 9. Number 2 for Triad is the quarterback. Anybody watching on the Triad, you can go ahead and shoot that chat line right there. And if you know his name, kindly pass it along to me. I would much rather use names than numbers. Motion in the backfield. Handoff goes to the left side, and a little bit of room there for the Triad running back, number 23. And he gets up to the 6-yard line, so a gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5, 6.5 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. One wide receiver on either side of the formation here for Triad. One lone setback, single eye formation. Behind the quarterback, number 2. Number 23 goes into motion. Number 2 keeps the ball. Not going to go very far. Needed to get to the 11-yard line for a 1st down and did not make it. Got out to about the 8-yard line, so a gain of 2 on the play. Will bring up a 3rd down and about 4. Excuse me, a 4th down and 4. So Triad will have to punt from their end zone. Collinsville has one man back at the 35-yard line, and that is Darren Pinnell. So Collinsville will get some decent starting field position. Botched on the snap, and the ball takes a bounce straight up in the air and then takes a little bit of a Triad roll, but it's going to be down at the 40-yard line, and the Kahawks will have decent starting field position here from the Triad 40. 5:23 left to play here in this first quarter, and the Kahawks have spent a little bit of time down here in the Triad defensive zone. So 1st and 10 for Collinsville from the from the 40. Pinnell goes out as a wide receiver all the way on the far side. Bagwell in shotgun. And has Kroom to his left. A high snap goes over Bagwell's head. He's going to have to jump on it, and he's not going to get there. That's picked up by Triad. Number 84 for the Knights falls on it into Kahok territory at about the Collinsville 48-yard line. Bad break there for Collinsville. Had the ball right where they wanted it, inside enemy territory. And a bad snap goes over the head of the 6'2" quarterback. Change it down, stops the clock, or change of possession stops the clock with 5:18 left to play. And Collinsville back on the defensive side of things. They have 4 and out, 3 and out for Triad on their first possession down in the shadows of their own goalpost. Number 2 at quarterback again for Triad. Man in motion, and the quarterback keeps it again, and that is all smothered up by Collinsville. Leading the way was Sam Kohler, the 5'11", 219-pound junior defensive lineman. And it looks like a loss of about a half a yard on the play. We'll call it a yard, 2nd down and 11. Ball went from the 48 to the 49. Triad and their quarterback under center once again. Last night, Straub did most of his work from the shotgun and then switched to under center for a while. That's a big hit right at the line of scrimmage, put on by Bagwell. And Collinsville stuffing that run by Triad right now, so a couple of plays and a net gain of about a half a yard. We'll call it 3rd down and 9. Play started on the 48-yard line. Right now that ball is right in between the 48 and 47, so Triad, one more go at it here. Knights have yet to try and throw the ball. And quarterback under center once again. Pitch goes out to number 11 on the end around, and a little bit of room over there, and it looks like it's going to be a 1st down and a little bit more, all the way down to the 35-yard line for the Knights. So they move the chains, and a fresh set of downs here for Triad. .355 left to play here in this opening quarter. No score between Collinsville and Triad. We had no score on the varsity side until late in the 3rd quarter last night. So one big play for the Knights there, and they have their first down of this game. 1st and 10 for Triad on Collinsville's 35-yard line. Man comes into motion to this side and gets the snap and the pitch, and it gets dropped, and Triad picks it up, but that's going to be a loss of about 12 on the play, and it's going to take the Knights all the way back to the 45-yard line, so a loss of 10. 2nd down and 20 coming up. Ian Kingen, the center for Collinsville, while they're on offense, is on the sideline practicing his snaps after his last one sailed over the head of his 6'2" quarterback. So 2nd down and 20 here for Triad, and a little confusion now. Back to pass, throw downfield, and that is intercepted by Collinsville. What a fantastic interception out there by Pinnell as he pulls it down right around the 18-yard line. So after Collinsville gives up the fumble, and they come back and pick off one, Darren Pinnell, man, he went up there and he grabbed that one one-handed, brought it down, and then slammed onto the ground and managed to hang on to it. What a great play by the young Darren Pinnell, the freshman. 6 foot, 150 pounds. Saw him on the basketball court a little bit earlier this year. Now he's showing his prowess here on the football field. So the Kahawks take over. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line with 2:51 left to play here in this opening quarter. Bagwell in shotgun once again. And now he's going to take it and try to follow his blocker over there, Kroom, and a little bit more room. And tell you what, when you have a 6'2", 220-pound quarterback, why not let him run every once in a while? Pickup of about 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3. We'll make it 6 and call it 2nd down and 4. Ball out to the 22. Bagwell in shotgun. Mondre Kroom stands over his left-hand shoulder. And he's going to keep it again is Bagwell, and he zigzags his way past the line and close to a first down and brought down right near the first down marker. It's going to be close, and they're going to go ahead and call it a first down. So nice job by Ethan Bagwell. Picked up most of that on his own. New set of downs here for Collinsville. No score between these two teams. Late in the first, Bagwell in shotgun once again. Snap good. Handoff goes to Kroom. Kroom tries the left-hand side and has success. Picks up about half of what he needed. So 2nd down and 5 coming up here for Collinsville. Tell you what, it's so nice to see the sun. So nice. Going up on 1:20 left to play here in this opening quarter. Each team has turned the ball over once. Collinsville's defense holding tough. One big play for Triad. That's been it. Got them their only first down. Here's Bagwell in the shotgun. He'll hand the ball off on an end around. This one's going to go to Isaiah Gordon, and Gordon finds a little bit of room at first and then gets pushed back. He'll gain about a half a yard maybe on this one, if anything. And it'll bring up 3rd down and short. 3rd down and about 4 to go here. That's what Collinsville found themselves in a lot last night. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 situations. Far hash mark. Bagwell in shotgun again. Kroom to his left. And he's going to follow Kroom. He goes around him and tucks the ball in. It's going to be real close to another first down. Looks like they're going to be about, well, I don't know. Referee moved then and maybe a little short, but looks like it's going to be 4th down and about a half a yard to go for a first down here for Collinsville. As we have the final 10 seconds of the quarter coming up on us, looks like Collinsville is going to be content with saving their next play for the 2nd quarter. So at the end of 1, no score between Collinsville and Triad, and we're back after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Back here at Collinsville High School, no score between Triad and Collinsville after 1 quarter of play, so we head to quarter number 2. And Collinsville will have the ball. 4th down and less than a yard to go for the first down. I'm Todd Duke, Ryan Dunaway, Jay Stevens along, taking turns on the camera. Appreciate their help. As we bring you this JV game. Collinsville runs the ball, still trying to push. Looks like they might have had enough for a first down, depending on where the ball mark is. And they are going to say first down, so the Kahawks pick it up, move the chains one more time. And still in business at the 40-yard line. 10 yards away from enemy territory. Just underway in quarter number 2. 10-minute quarters, by the way, in JV. Not the 12 minutes that they have in varsity. So a little bit less time in which to work with. And with these two teams steadily running the ball, this game will probably be over before noon. Here's Bagwell in shotgun once again. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Kroom. Kroom up the middle, spin move, lost the ball. It's picked up by Triad before it even hits the ground. And the Triad Knights pick up another Kahok turnover, and this time it's going to be a little more costly as into Kahok territory this drive will start for the Knights. So the handoff was completed to Kroom. He put on a spin move after he gained about 4 yards, and then the ball just popped right out, and it landed in the hands of number 29 for Triad before it even touched the ground. So turnover, and that gives the Knights a golden opportunity to strike first. And again, in case you're just joining us, I've been given a roster for Triad's JV team that does not have jersey numbers on it, so I do not know names with numbers, so we're just going with numbers. Quarterback is number 2. He is under center once again for the Knights. Man comes into motion. Handoff goes to, nope, the quarterback's going to keep it. Fake the handoff to a pretty big dude out there. And a gain of about 2 on the play. Takes it up to the 40-yard line. They'll mark it down to the 39, so a gain of 3. Second down and 7 coming up here for Triad, as we have 9 minutes left to play here in quarter number 2. Number 42, running back for the Triad Knights. He's a big kid. Man goes into motion from near to far. Gets the pitch. Tries to cut it up. Does so. And then gets yanked down from behind. And that was a nice play there by George Lopez for Collinsville, as he grabbed onto the jersey and yanked the runner down before any more progress could be made. So a modest gain, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. It's going to bring up third down and 7 here for Triad. .8:15 left to go. Clock continues to move. Triad facing third and long. Man goes into motion again. This time, quarterback's going to keep it. Tries that left side. It's swallowed up again. Maybe got 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up another fourth down here for Triad. Collinsville's defense playing tough here in this JV game, not allowing Triad much room at all. They had one good 13, 14-yard pickup that gave them a first down, and nothing before and nothing since, really. So 4th and 6 now for the Knights. Or 4th and 5, excuse me. Quarterback stays under center. Triad's JV team not going to a shotgun, at least not yet. Man comes into motion, and a delayed handoff throw down the middle of the field into double coverage. Collinsville picks it off again. Picked off in the end zone by Isaiah Gordon. And Collinsville has 2 interceptions in this game. And did he say he was in the end zone when he caught that ball, or is it out of the end zone? Looks like they're going to bring it out to the 20. That's good. Wasn't sure for a moment if they were going to say he was down by contact at the 1, but that was close, right on the goal line. And the Kahawks will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20. So Triad has been given a couple of fumbles by Collinsville, and they've been unable to do anything with them. Matter of fact, both of them later turned into Collinsville interceptions. So each team has turned the ball over twice. Collinsville's fumbles, Triads, both of theirs by INT. 7:20 to go here in the second. Kahawks get the ball back, and that means the freshman Ethan Bagwell will go back to work. Oh, that one, I think, hit the guy in motion in the back. Long throw down for Pinnell, and he gets it, and he's out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Darren Pinnell with a big reception there. He already had one of the 2 Kahawk interceptions. So Darren Pinnell knowing how to pull a ball in. Big gain there. 36-yard pickup from Bagwell to Pinnell. Now if we can just finish. Kahok's moving the ball pretty well, but fumbles have been costly. One punt. There's the snap. Bagwell's going to keep it. He's going to roll it around to the right side. Has a little bit of room. Takes a couple of tacklers with him and picks up about 7 on the play. And he'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. "36-yard hookup from Bagwell to Pennell. Nicely done. That was a rainbow of a throw, too, and a tight spiral almost the whole way. And Pennell had to fight off double coverage. One of the D-backs came in late. So 2nd down and a long 3 to go here for Collinsville. Snap goes to Bagwell. He hands the ball off. And cutting up the left side, I believe, is Kroom. And Kroom will be close to a 1st down. See, the JV team is wearing the old uniforms from the varsity team where they have the numbers that fade from purple to white as they go down. It is a 1st down. Collinsville moves the chains again. 1st and 10 from the Triad Knights 33-yard line. Bagwell in shotgun. Has Kroom over his left-hand shoulder. Snap. Handoff. And again on the left-hand side and up to the 30-yard line. Actually, that wasn't Kroom this time. This was Christian Smith. And Smith picks up about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Collinsville. Smith now stands to the left of Bagwell. Bagwell takes the snap, hands it off to Smith. This time he tries the right side, cuts it up by the right tackle and gets across the 30-yard line. Taken down at about the 27-yard line, so it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4 to go for a 1st down for Collinsville. 5:14 left to play here in the 2nd quarter. No score yet. Each team's turned the ball over twice. Collinsville on the move. 2 fumbles have ended 2 drives, and 1 ended in a punt. And the Kahawks on the move again here on their 4th drive, trying to be the first team to score some points. Bagwell in shotgun once again. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Kroom. Kroom gets wrapped up right at that right tackle spot and got back to the line of scrimmage. That's it, 4th down. Four and a half to play, 2nd quarter action. Kahawks faced with another 4th down. Pennell lines up as a wide receiver over here on the near side. Bagwell in shotgun once again. Smith rolls out, and he's going to follow him, and Bagwell is not going to get there. He's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down marker, and Triad's going to take over on offense. So neither team can get enough traction going here on their offense to get up any scores. And we remain scoreless with 4 minutes left to play here in this 2nd quarter. Soccer coming up for you tonight. We'll be back here. A double dose of Kahawk boys soccer against Jabot. JV game at 5. Varsity game right after, around 6:30. Myself and Brett Borm will be here to bring that to you. So Triad back to it on offense. Quarterback under center. He's been under center all morning. Man comes into motion, didn't get very far. And a handoff is going to be for a pretty good gain, probably the 2nd biggest gain on the afternoon for the Knights. Number 21 brings it all the way up to his own 44-yard line. A gain of 19 on the play. That is the biggest play from scrimmage for Triad here so far. And a new set of downs here for Triad. 1st and 10 from their own 43. Man into motion. Handoff goes up the middle, and about 3 or 4 yards picked up by number 21 there for Triad. Got about half of what he needed, so 2nd down and 5 for the Knights. As they're going to back him up even more. Chain Gang got a little ahead of themselves over there, so instead of a gain of 5, it's only a gain of about 3. Second down. Man goes into motion. Pitch back. In the backfield. Going to be taken down. Ball pops out. And it's over by the Kahok sideline, and they come up with it. Kahawks have picked up the 3rd fumble on the afternoon by Triad, and this time it's Isaiah Gordon. Gordon just picked off a ball down in the end zone, and now he comes up with a fumble recovery. So Collinsville back on offense and into Triad territory. And the Kahawks take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them as well. And we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, I'm Todd Duke along with Ryan Dunaway and Jay Stevens, tag teaming it on the camera for me up here in the press box. Certainly appreciate their help. And we have 2:56 left to play here in the second quarter. We are scoreless. Collinsville trying to take advantage of the 3rd Triad fumble here in this first half. Well, actually, the first fumble, the 3rd turnover. The other 2 were interceptions. So Ethan Bagwell back to work. He has Kroom over his left shoulder, and referees back up and get out of the way, blow the whistle, we're ready to go. Bagwell takes the snap, goes back to pass. He looks for Pinnell. He's got him, but a little bit overthrown. Well, I tell you what, Bagwell's got a nice throw, man. He keeps a nice tight spiral on that ball, and just a little bit over the head of Darren Pinnell. Pinnell was open, and then at the last moment, the coverage kind of closed in on him, but he wasn't able to catch that ball anyway, regardless if there would have been somebody on his back or not. So 2nd down and 10 for Collinsville. Kahawks trying to catch Triad napping here as both teams have a steady diet of runs in their offensive programs. Bagwell in shotgun again. Kroom to his left, and he's going to keep his Bagwell. He tries the left-hand side. Ball comes out, and Collinsville jumps on it. Boy, oh boy, slippery ball today. Nice job by Javier Osguerra, a 6-foot, 300-pound offensive lineman who jumped on that ball. So Collinsville looking now at a 3rd down and about 8 to go. Ball on the Triad 34-yard line. Tell you what, I'm going to be looking forward to this Bagwell kid on the varsity side with an arm like that in a couple of years. He's going to go and roll around to his right is Bagwell. He has some room, and then he throws, and it's intercepted. No, dropped. I don't know why Bagwell didn't keep on running. He had some room over there, and he was already starting to get some separation with the offensive lineman there on that right-hand side. But the throw all the way down that far side sideline was intended for maybe Joe Smith, the tight end. So 4th down and about 8 to go here for Collinsville. Kahawks have not been able to do much on 4th downs here today. Under 2 minutes to go. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass. Pennell lines up as the lone wide receiver here on this near sideline. Bagwell in shotgun once again, has Kroom to his left. There's the snap. Bagwell under pressure, back to pass. Throws up a dandy, and it's caught in the end zone by Pennell. Touchdown, Collinsville. And that is how you do that. "34-yard touchdown pass from Bagwell to Pennell. $1:52 left to play here in the second. And Kahawks going for 2. Kickers are hard to come by, don't you know, folks? Here's Bagwell. He's going to keep it himself. He scrambles, and then he gets taken down right about the 1-yard line. Ball pops out, but you cannot advance a 2-point try. So the 2-point conversion fails for the Kahawks, but the Kahawks are on the board first. They lead the Triad Knights with 1:52 left to go here in the second quarter, and we're back with more in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Back here at Kahawk Stadium, 34-yard touchdown pass from Ethan Bagwell to Darren Pennell has given Collinsville a 6-0 lead. They missed on the 2-point conversion, but we are no longer scoreless. 6-0 in favor of Collinsville. 1:52 left to play here in this first half. Kahawks kicking the ball up. Got a couple of deep for Triad, number 23, and now we have whistles. Not really sure, but apparently we have a timeout on the field, so we'll step aside for a moment as well. Back after this timeout on the Kahawk Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back at Kahawk Stadium, apparently Collinsville called a timeout. They had some personnel problems going on. So instead of taking a penalty, they decided to call a timeout. Well, there is no getting around the kickoff game, the kicking game. When you score a touchdown, you have to kick the ball off, and Jamori Weisinger from the basketball team handles that. It's an end-over-end kick, bounces at the 30-yard line, picked up there by Triad, and they got a little bit of room, and coming in at the last moment there was Rollin Arms to make the tackle before the Triad returner can get it into Collinsville territory, because that's where he was heading. 1:47 left to play here in this second quarter, so Triad We'll see what they can do from their own 40-yard line. Knights have had a couple of good runs. And I think every time they've tried to pass the ball, it's been intercepted. So we'll see what they have in mind here with the short amount of time left. I believe that Triad, yes, they do have all 3 of their timeouts left. Collinsville has 1. And number 2, the quarterback under center once again for the Knights. Handoff. Wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage, and there's nothing but purple jerseys there. Whoever the ball carrier is not going far. And looks like we have a hurt Triad Knight. We do. So everybody comes to the sideline. Last one off the pack was Mr. Arms again with that tackle. And we hope the Triad player is okay. So we have an injury timeout on the field. We'll step aside for a moment just as well. Back for a bit here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Triad runs the ball up the middle once again. This time they pick up about 10 yards, and that'll move the chains. First down for the Triad Knights. Into Collinsville territory. First down from the Kahok 45. We're under 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Triad trying to put some points on the board before halftime. Man comes in motion, and the handoff goes to the man in motion. He skirts east to west, turns the corner, and gets a little bit of room before he is finally brought out of bounds at the Kahok 37-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 1:14 left to play here in this first half. 6-0 in favor of Collinsville. Varsity team did not score in last night's 21-0 loss to Triad, so it's kind of nice to call a touchdown for the Kahawks here this afternoon, or this morning still. It's still morning. Under center once again is the Triad quarterback. Back to pass. And a completed pass. And a first down, but the ball comes out. Collinsville comes up with another turnover. 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles recovered by the Kahawks. And that will squander any opportunity that the Knights had about scoring before halftime came upon us. 1:06 left to go here in the second quarter. Defense is playing very, very well. Offense trying to catch up to the defense. They finally did on the last drive. And now Collinsville will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. 1:06 left to go. Collinsville has 1 timeout left. I would imagine they're not going to try to push it down the field and try to score, because that might not turn out in their favor. So a few runs. We'll see if Triad wants to try to stop the clock. Bagwell in shotgun once again. This time he has Kristen Smith to his left. Handoff goes, nope, fake. We're going to throw it anyway. Down the middle of the field. Trying to find Pinnell again, and this time it is intercepted by Triad. And the Knights will get the ball back. Triple coverage is what Pinnell was in, and Bagwell let it fly anyway. He got it there. Good tight spiral once again. But after a couple of bobbles, Triad comes up with the interception, stops the clock at 57.5 seconds to go. And Triad, again, with all three of their timeouts left, we'll see how they want to play this. So Triad has turned the ball over 4 times here this morning to Collinsville. Kahawks only lead 6-0. And the Knights back on offense again. Quarterback under center. First down from their own 40. Fumble again. Collinsville picks it up. They're on the run and down at the 15-yard line. And the Kahawks come up with the third Triad fumble of the morning, and now the Kahawks are in business to put some more points on the board before the half ends. Really? You're saying it's Triad's ball. Well, no matter. It's going to be all the way back down at the 10-yard line. Boy, that's a shame. Collinsville was poised to get some more points, so apparently it was scooped up by Collinsville, ran all the way down to the 10, and then the ball was fumbled, I'm guessing before the tackle, because if it was at the tackle, then that should not be a fumble. Ground cannot cause a fumble, but I don't know. I wasn't that close. Matter of fact, I don't think most of the referees were that close, to tell you the truth. Snap. And quarterback is going to get taken down, and a flag is going to come in late after the play ended. And I'm not sure if grab around the helmet of the quarterback is going to be called. Really not sure who's going to call the penalties either. Okay. It's against Collinsville. I didn't see the hand signal, so I'm not really sure what the call was. All I know is it's against Collinsville, and it was a 10-yard penalty. Could have been a holding call. At any rate, Triad keeps the ball. Second down. And about 6 to go for the Knights from their own 20. 46.8 seconds to play. And a run up the middle and another flag. It's been a pretty penalty-free first half until just now. Against Triad. And it is declined. That'll bring up third down. Are there 2 flags on the play? I guess we'll have to figure it out all over again. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay. How is it Collinsville's ball? Okay, was there a fumble and then flags? And I don't have any idea what's going on, but you know what? Collinsville has the ball on offense. That's all I know. That is the most strange turn of events of plays there I think I've ever seen, and I can't even explain it. So Collinsville gets the ball first and 10 from their own, or from the Triad 20. Bagwell rolls out to his right. He looks, he throws, and he had a man on the sidelines, and unable to hold on to that ball was Isaiah Gordon right off of his hands. And that'll stop the clock with 36.7 seconds left to play here in this first half. Collinsville trying to add on to that 6-0 lead. I couldn't even tell you, man. I don't even know if Troy Aikman can get up here and tell you what just happened there. Collinsville has the ball, though, so we'll go with that. 2nd down and 10 from the Knights' 20-yard line. Bagwell in shotgun once again. And he'll hand the ball off, and a little success going east to west there. And a pickup of about 3. A little pitch out there to Ryan McIntyre. So 3rd down and 7 here for Collinsville. 30 seconds to go here in this first half. I tell you what, the last 5 minutes of this last half is kind of just dragged on. The first part of this game just zoomed on by. So Bagwell in shotgun once again. Has Kroom to his left. Wide receiver is Pinnell here on the near side. And the snap is going to go right to Kroom. And Kroom gets bounced off a couple of bodies and takes it up to about the 16-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 6 to go here for Collinsville. I'm guessing we're not going to try a field goal. Not much of a wind here today. The American flag is laying limp. The little flags on the goalposts are moving just barely. And now another timeout coming up here. So we'll step aside for just a moment as well, and we're back after this on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back here at Kahok Stadium on the campus of Collinsville High School. I'm Todd Duke, Ryan Dunaway, Jay Stevens kind enough to help us out on the camera. Kettler and I were up here talking about the last turn of events, and the only thing we can come up with is there must have been a turnover, and then both the flags that were thrown on the field were against Triad, so of course those were declined, and Collinsville gets the ball. We did not see the fumble up here, nor was there any kind of commotion on the field to let you know there was a fumble, so I don't know, kind of strange. We have 3.6 seconds left to go. Collinsville has it 4th down from the Triad 17. So it looks like we're going to go for it here. Isaiah Gordon is the lone setback. He stands to the left of Bagwell. Pinnell is the lone wide receiver here on the near side sideline. Here's the snap. Bagwell is going to go back to pass, but he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield, and that is the way that the first half is going to come to an end. But a 34-yard touchdown pass from Bagwell to Pinnell with about 1:52 to go in the second is the only scoring that we have. Kahawks missed the 2-point conversion right after that, and that is where we stand right now, 6-0. After one half of play, we're going to take a timeout, rest up a little bit, come back and bring you the second half, and we'll do that here in just a little bit on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, "The usual?" So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service. Whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
And once again, welcome back to Kahok Stadium here at Collinsville High School. Halftime is just about in the books, and we're about ready to begin third quarter action here between Collinsville and Triad. Collinsville leads 6-0, only scoring in the first half. 34-yard touchdown pass from Ethan Bagwell to Darren Pinnell. Kahawks went for 2 on the point for the extra point and missed, so that's why we are standing at 6-0 as we begin the third quarter. Triad will get the ball first. And again, in case you just joined us or you're joining us late, my Triad JV football roster does not have jersey numbers, so I can only call the play-by-play by jersey number alone because I don't have numbers to go along with names. Kahawks set to kick it off here. Jamari Weisinger, 5'11", 149-pound freshman. He's also the backup quarterback for the JV team, but right now he handles kickoff duties. He boots it high, end over end, short at the 25-yard line, picked up there by Triad, and the return man brings it up to about the 45-yard line, number 33 there for the Knights. We'll call it the 44-yard line. And that is where Triad will start, 1st and 10 from their own 44. Knights have fumbled the ball 4 times and have thrown 2 interceptions in the first half to help Collinsville retain this small 6-0 lead, so plenty of opportunity to add on. Kahawks had the ball in the closing moments of the first half inside the 20-yard line and couldn't get it in. So we'll see what Triad has up their sleeves here as we begin the second half. Number 2 remains the quarterback, and he'll go under center again from their own 44-yard line. And the snap and a handoff, and it goes right up the middle and right at the 50-yard line. Runner is brought down. And brought down by Ethan Bagwell, who not only plays quarterback on the offense, he's a linebacker on the defense. So ball at midfield, 2nd down and 4 here for Triad. Don't forget, we have 2 soccer games coming up for you tonight. Jabot and the Kahawks will be on this field. 5 o'clock JV, 6:30 is the varsity scheduled start time, and a handoff for Triad, and a battle to gain that last 4 yards was won by the Knights, so they're into Collinsville territory, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Knights. Defense has played a very good game here for Collinsville. Besides picking up 4 fumbles and taking care of 2 interceptions, Kahawks have stopped the run pretty well here this morning against Triad. But the Knights ran the ball twice and have picked up a first down. They're going to call it third down. Thought they told him to move the chains. Collinsville is offside. That'll be a first down now. Pretty clean first half. Most of the flags came in late, last few minutes of that second quarter. So a 5-yard penalty marched off, and Triad only needed about a half a yard for a first down. So will be a first down here for Triad. 8.5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Quarterback under center once again. Snap. And the handoff goes up the middle and then off to the side. And number 21 trying to fight his way for more yardage, but Collinsville ends up wrapping him up. Forward progress will be all the way to the 34-yard line. So a pickup of about 7 on the play will bring up a second down and 3. Triad moving the ball a little better here. I'm sure they've been told at halftime to hold on to that ball. Second down and 3 here for the Knights in Collinsville territory. Handoff goes up the middle again, and a lot of room, and the secondary is the only thing that's left, and that turns into a touchdown for Triad, a 34-yard run. And right now, we are tied at 6. So we'll see if Triad can be successful on their extra point try to give them their first lead of this day. No kicking team for either side, so quarterback number 2 under center again for the 2-point try. Single eye formation, and the bat gets the ball and gets smothered right off the bat, so the 2-point conversion fails. And we are tied 6-6 after a 34-yard touchdown run from scrimmage by Triad to match the 34-yard touchdown pass that Collinsville secured in the first half. So a timeout on the field, and Collinsville due to get the ball again. And we'll be back to tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a 1-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, we had an injured Kahawk on that 2-point failed try by Triad. Looks like Rolling Arms is coming off the field. Not putting any pressure on that left leg. Getting helped off by the coaching staff. So we hope he's okay. Rolling Arms, freshman, 5'8", 173-pound fullback. Plays linebacker on the defensive side of the ball. And Triad now due to kick it off here to Collinsville after the Knights scored to tie things up. Both teams have missed 2-point tries after their touchdowns, and we are knotted at 6. 7:40 left to play here in this third quarter. Number 97, big kid out there for Triad, due to kick it off. He kicked off the first kickoff of this game and only traveled about 10 yards. This one's going to travel a little farther. End over end kick, picked up at the 15-yard line by Collinsville. And the Kahawks bring it up. A little zig and a little zag, and then not much after that for Pinnell. He gets it up across the 30-yard line, and Collinsville will start 1st and 10 from their own 32. So about a 17-yard run back after the catch. And the Kahawks will start things off there. So the Kahawks with their first touch offensively here in this second half. Bagwell in shotgun. Pinnell, wide receiver on the far side, hash mark. And a handoff is going to go straight up the middle, and a little bit of running room there for Kroom. And that's a pickup of about 8 on the play. He'll bring up a 2nd down and 8, or 2nd down and 2 here for Collinsville. Kroom once again will break out of the formation and stand on the left-hand shoulder of Bagwell. Once again, Pinnell, the wide receiver, up top. Snap, handoff again, goes to Kroom, up the middle, has the first down, and he makes it in to Triad territory, brought down at about the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 12 on the play. And the Kahawks move the chains, looking to break this 6-6 deadlock. Collinsville has been able to move the ball at times, and then at times they kind of get stalled. Same formation, same players. Bagwell takes the snap, hands it off to Kroom. He tries up the middle and has a little success. Picks up about 3 on the play. That's going to bring up we'll give him 4, 2nd down and 6. Clock runs, 6:20 left to play. Here in quarter number 3, Pinnell lines up again as a wide receiver. Far side hash marks. Bagwell in shotgun. Takes the snap, throws over to Pinnell. He catches the ball right around the 40-yard line, and he's off and running up around the sideline on the far side, and finally shoved out of bounds at around the 23-yard line. Nice pickup there of about 24 yards for young Mr. Pinnell. Has had himself a pretty good game. Has an interception, has a touchdown pass, and Collinsville on the move. As are the chains. First down, Kahawks at the Triad 22-yard line. Bagwell in shotgun again. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Kroom. Kroom tries to spin his way through the heart of the middle of the lineup, and then one of the Kahawk players got thrown down right at the end of that play. No flag, though, and no gain. Or a small gain. Is there a small gain? No. They didn't gain an inch. 2nd down and 10. 5:35 left to play here in this third quarter. Bagwell comes in from the sideline. Assistant coaches, Brad Beavis, Delvin Cross, all having fun out here today with their team. Bagwell, ready to go again. Bagwell keeps it. Tries the left side, but he's not going to have much luck there. He stumbles forward and picks up a couple of yards when looked like he was going to be taken down pretty much at the line of scrimmage. So, again, Collinsville's offense bogs down a little bit once they start getting closer to the end zone. 3rd down and about 8 to go for a first down here for the Kahawks. Ball on the Triad Knights 20-yard line. Pinnell lines up on the far sideline as the wide receiver. Here's the snap. Handoff is going to go up the middle again, and Kroom is not going to get very far. He gets stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. May have gotten over there just a little bit to pick up a half a yard, but again, not much on the play. Clock continues to run. 4:10 left to play here in this third quarter, and Collinsville faced with another 4th down. See how the Kahawks want to run this one. Pinnell again, the only wide receiver in this formation, lines up on the far side sideline. Bagwell in shotgun. Going to throw to Pinnell, and he has it at the 10. Nope, he dropped it. Incomplete. Triad will take over. So back to defense we go for Collinsville in a 6-6 game. Snap, and up the middle goes the running back, and then he tries a little off tackle to the right-hand side, ends up picking up about 8 or 9 yards on the play. We'll call it 8, 2nd down and 2. So Triad has found a little offense here in the second half. Collinsville scored in the second quarter. Triad has scored here to open up the third on their first possession of the half, and that's why we are tied at 6. As I mentioned, Collinsville been able to move the ball, but they get so far, and then the offense kind of bogs down. Under center is the Triad quarterback again. He'll hand off to the I-back, and the I-back gets pushed right back. No gain on the play. Or is there a gain? Looks like they... Really? I did not see that. I did not see that much progress on that run to give him the 2 yards for the first down. I don't know what the referees want to do. Are they going to measure? No, they're going to call it a first down. So, Triad picks up the 10 yards, moves the chains, and now the Knights have it at their own 30. 2:45 left to play here in this third quarter. Try it again in that tightly bunched formation. And a handoff again, goes up the middle, and this time, well, the pushback initially was, and now everybody's moving forward, and Triad finally comes away with the ball, and now the play's over. You better stop there, guys. You're going to get some flags thrown. The initial stop happened at the line of scrimmage, and then the pile just kept moving, and ends up being a gain of 7 on that play. So 2nd down and 3 to go here for Triad. 2:05 left to play. Snap, handoff, up the middle again, and enough for a first down for Triad. They'll move the chains once again, so... Tough yardage to grind out there for the Knights, but they're doing it. And Collinsville's run defense was stuffing the Knights all day long in the first half, but right now Triad's finding a way to just get enough to move the chains. So another fresh set of downs here for the Knights. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 42. Turning out to be a beautiful day here. Sunshine, temperatures are rising. It was downright chilly this morning when we showed up. Here's a keeper by the quarterback, but he stumbles and falls. No gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Scheduled for a high of, around 60 today? It was about 35 when I got here. It was cold, and these aluminum press boxes and benches, man, they hold on to that cold temperature for a while. But everybody that showed up this morning wearing their winter coats are now a little bit more comfortable. And we have a pretty good game going on here. 6-6 between Triad and Collinsville. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Knights. They'll hand the ball off, and once again up the middle. Man, this one is going to get stuffed before it has a chance to get going. They got back up to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So it's going to be 3rd down. And about 10 to go here for Triad. Looks like they gave them a little progress, so call it 3rd and 9. As we approach the final 30 seconds left to play here in this third quarter, this will probably be the final play of this quarter. Quarterback has been under center all day long for Triad, and it remains the same. 3rd down and long, and a keeper by the quarterback, and then he pitches it out at the last moment, and the ball carrier bobbled it for a moment, and then once he got the hold of the ball, Collinsville's defense came in and put on the brakes after about a gain of 4 on the play, so it's going to bring up 4th down. That is the end of quarter number 3, so we'll find out what happens next when we begin the 4th quarter after this timeout on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Back here at Kahok Stadium, I'm Todd Duke, being helped out by Ryan Dunaway and Jay Stevens. Jay Stevens, by the way, has a deeper voice than I do, if that's possible. What grade are you in? Sophomore? Yeah, sophomore, and he sounds like Darth Vader over there. Boy's got some bass in his voice. He needs to go into the radio business. Maybe I can help him out with that. Well, at least in the Kahok Sports Network visits. We switch into the field, and Triad continues to try to run a ball, and Collinsville puts up the blocking wall, and no gain there, and Collinsville gets the ball back. 6-6. I was asking to Mr. Kettler if they go to overtime in JV football, and he's like, in all the years I've been covering JV football, I've never had a game go to overtime, so I don't know. All kinds of new things. All right. See if Collinsville can move the ball. Again, Collinsville has been able to move the ball. It's just that when they get down in the red zone, they kind of bog down, even outside the red zone. I'd say 30 yards or less, and all of a sudden, I don't know whether it's the Kahawks changing up their plan a little bit or if it's Triad's defense tightening up. Bagwell in shotgun once again. Pinnell lined up as the wide receiver here on this side of the field. Snap is a little high, but the handoff goes to Kroom, and Kroom up the middle and has about 9 or 8 yards on that carry. We'll call it 8, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 here for the Kahawks. And we're not done yet today, kids. We have 2 soccer games coming up for you later on, 5 o'clock and 6:30. Jabot comes to town. Kahawks, a 3-2 start to the year. Their 2 losses have both been in penalty kicks. Almost went to penalty kicks the other night against Belleville East, but thanks to Tag Baker scoring in double overtime, we didn't have to get that far. Here is Bagwell, freshman quarterback, hands the ball off again to Kroom up the middle. He's got some room, gets past another tackler, off to the left-hand side, and he's going to stumble all the way into the end zone for a touchdown, 39-yard touchdown run by Mondre Kroom. Collinsville retakes their 6-point lead. And we'll see if the Kahawks can punch it in here for this 2-point conversion. "39-yard touchdown run from Kroom. And the Kahawks have retaken the lead. Pinnell lines up as a wide receiver again here on this near side. Bagwell in shotgun. Empty backfield. Bagwell fakes it, then runs up the middle. He's in, and the 2-point conversion's good. And Collinsville extends their lead to 14-6 over the Triad Knights. Nice piece of work there by the Kahawks as they finally figured out how to put a long drive together, but a 39-yard run will help a long drive any day of the week. We'll take a break, come back. The ensuing kickoff to Triad comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Nine minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville starts off the fourth quarter, though, with a nice little drive, capped off by a 39-yard Mondre Kroom run. 2-point conversion good this time, and Collinsville leads 14-6. Kickoff is popped straight up at the 30-yard line. It's fumbled, though, and Collinsville, they're going to get there. I know for the last moment, Kahok had his hand on the ball, but got to wait for the official word from the referee. Well, what in the world did they call? Triad's ball. Somebody on the ground reached out with a hand and tried to scoop it back into the body, but I'm not sure if Triad must have got there at the last second to keep that from happening. But the referees are talking about it, and it is Triad's ball. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 40. That was a pop fly can of corn into center field, that kickoff was. Traveled about 30 yards in the air. No one was around the Triad receiver, and he could have very easily caught that ball, but went right through his arms, bounced off his chest, and luckily for Triad, they retained it. So 1st and 10, handoff is going to go to the side, flag on the play, couple of flags on the play, and then from behind, a nice tackle there by Christian Smith, and that ends that piece of running with a loss of about a yard on the play. Triad guilty of the infraction, so we'll bring it back a little bit farther than that 1 yard loss. 5-yard penalty, and we'll replay first down. It'll be 1st and 15. So 1st and 15 here for the Knights. Quarterback is under center once again. One lone setback. Wide receivers on both sides of the formation. One tight end in motion. He gets the handoff. Tries the right-hand side and has a little bit of success. Picked up about 3 on the play, but it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 12 to go for a 1st down. In on the tackle, Roland Arms. He's back out there after was taken off the field for an injury a little bit ago, so nice to see him back out there. Roland, tough kid. Under center again, the Triad quarterback. 2nd down and long. Here is a handoff, goes up the left-hand side, and that's going to be into Collinsville territory and a 1st down before Jamari Weisinger can bring down the running back. And Triad moves the chains, trying to tie it up. Those missed 2-point conversions, though, will hurt you, as Collinsville found out. They missed the first one, picked up the second one, so it's just like a couple of touchdowns now for the Kahawks with regular 1-point conversions, 14-6 in favor of Collinsville. Triad on the move. They're in Kahawk territory at the Collinsville 48-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Knights. 7.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. And a handoff goes up the middle again, and again, it's a big run by Triad, number 11, all the way down to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 18 on the play. And Triad on the move again. Knights are moving. Clock is moving. 7:15 to play here in the fourth. Fresh set of downs again for Triad at the Collinsville 30-yard line. Quarterback under center. Wants to keep the ball, and I almost got that ball ripped out of his hands, man. He handed the ball off to number 21. They both held on to the ball before finally number 2 succumbed and gave it to number 21. But, man, the Kahok defense was all over him. And a loss of 2 on the play will bring up a second down and 12. Triad breaks huddle. 6:25 to play here in this fourth. Snap. Back to pass. Rolling around to his left. Has a little bit of room and then runs out of room. Back up to the original line of scrimmage, so they get the 2 yards back. It's going to bring up a third down and 10 here for the Knights. Clock continues to move. 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Third down and 10 for the Knights from the Kahok 30-yard line. Big play here for the Kahok defense. And movement up front. That's going to go against Triad, so that 3rd and 10 is going to turn into a 3rd and 15. And now things are made just a little bit more tough for the Triad Knights. So 3rd down and 15 from the Kahok 35-yard line. Triad, snap. Back to pass as the quarterback, and he throws it behind his intended receiver. Pinnell actually had a better chance at catching that one than number 11 did for Triad. And the Knights a little iffy on the passing department here on their JV team. They've thrown 2 interceptions, completed 1, and then that missed there. So that's going to bring up 4th down and long here for Triad. They need to pick up this 1st down to keep this drive alive and try to get some points to tie. But they'll need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to do that. First of all, they need a 1st down, and they have a long way to go to pick it up. They need to get all the way down to Collinsville's 20 for a 1st down. Here we are, 4th and long. Here's the snap. And a little misdirection, and then a quarterback goes down. A quarterback sack on 4th and long. That was Max Link. 5'11", 205-pound sophomore with that quarterback sack. That gives the ball back to Collinsville. And the Kahawks will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. All comes with 5:23 left to play here in the fourth. So Bagwell and company back out there. Pinnell lines up as the wide receiver near his sideline. Kroom, the lone setback. Off of the left-hand shoulder, he'll get the handoff from Bagwell and zigzag his way up through the middle of the line of scrimmage and picks up about 9 on the play. All the way down to the 47-yard line. So 2nd down and just 1 to go here for Collinsville to pick up the 1st down. Kahawks break huddle as we approach 4:45 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Bagwell in shotgun once again. Takes the snap. It's a little high, but he hands the ball off to Kroom. Anyway, he has a 1st down, and he's into Triad territory, trying to push his way forward for a little more. He'll get forward progress all the way out to the Triad 45. And Collinsville moves the chains. Kahawks trying to hold on and pick up a win here. Freshman team won Thursday. Varsity team lost last night. And the JVers are trying to make Collinsville come out on the winning side of things with a 2-1 mark against the Triad football program. Right now, Kahawks have the lead, 14-6. 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Bagwell in shotgun, high snap goes over his head, but Bagwell was able to hold on to this one, and by the time he picks it up, though, Triad's all over it, and they shove him back into Kahawk territory. A big loss on the play of about 8 or 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a second down and very long here for Collinsville. As Triad works to try to get this ball back, every team has all of their timeouts left here in the second. So we'll see if Triad wants to start using theirs to try and get the ball back. But right now, they have not called a timeout, and we have 3:25 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Bagwell in shotgun. Thought we had that snap thing figured out. Triad jumps. And now lines up in the neutral zone, so we're going to have a offside against Triad, so Collinsville will get 5 of those back. And we'll be back into Knights territory. So up to the Knights 48. And instead of second down and 19, it's second down and 14 for Collinsville. Bagwell has Kroom again to his left. Pinnell, the lone wide receiver here on this near side. Snap is a little high, but not as high. And Kroom, no, there's a flag on the play, and this is not Kroom. This is Smith. And we'll have to find out what the flag is. It's going to be a holding call against Collinsville, and we'll do this one over again. So a couple of penalties by each team. And we'll just trade 5-yard penalties. Actually, I think holding is a little bit more than that. Now back into Collinsville territory. And this one's going to go all the way back to the 40. Got to get to the other 34-yard line to pick up a first down. So second down and 26. Pinnell checks with the referee over here to make sure he's not lined up in the neutral zone. Ref gives the thumb up. Pinnell is ready to go in that wide receiver slot here on the near side. And again, Bagwell in shotgun. Has Smith to his left, and the handoff goes to Smith right up the middle. And Smith pushes forward and gets back to close to midfield. No flags this go around. And with 2:20 left to play, I'm really surprised that Triad's not using their timeouts. Third down and very long. We'll call it 18. So pickup of about 8 on that play for Collinsville. Under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And now Collinsville is actually going to call a timeout. So figured we'd have some timeouts called here. I just didn't think it was going to be Collinsville calling the timeout. So we'll step aside as well, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Back here at Kahok Stadium, Collinsville leads 14-6. We are down to 1 minute and 54 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. Kahawks took a timeout. Knights have all three of theirs left, and I'm really surprised they haven't tried to stop the clock to try to get this ball back and give themselves some time to come down and tie it. Kahawks lead by 8. Triad needs a touchdown, and they need to complete the 2-point conversion in order to tie it. Don't forget, we're back here this evening. Boys soccer action for you. Jabot in town. Jabot Catholic High School out of Waterloo. Taking on your Collinsville Kahawks. JV game begins at 5, and the varsity game scheduled for 6:30 will be right after that JV game. So back to action here. It is 3rd down and 18. Ball right at midfield on Collinsville's 48-yard line. Bagwell in shotgun once again. Pennell is the lone wide receiver, and back to pass. And right behind the intended receiver, which was Kroom. And it was right on target, but I don't think Kroom turned around in time to see it. And that's going to bring up 4th down here for Collinsville, and that stops the clock on the incomplete pass, so that helps Triad's causes. And Collinsville will see if they can pick up 18 yards here on 4th down. Bagwell in there back by himself, might be punting it, and he is. And it's end over end. It's high. Collinsville's got coverage. They get down, and they got a hand on the running back or the runner, but he escapes it, does number 41. Comes over here to the near side sideline, cuts back up, and then takes the ball all the way down to the 45-yard line. And with 94 seconds left to play, Triad's going to have about that much time and about 55 yards to see if they can punch one into the end zone. And then we'll also need the 2-point conversion to tie it. So a nice finish to this one here as we approach the closing moments of this fourth quarter. Was there a penalty? Well, there is. Oh, all the way back there. That was almost the initial point of contact where the Triad player caught the ball, and looks like this one's going to go against Triad, and it's going to cost them. All the way back to the 15-yard line. That's a big difference between the 40-yard line and the 15-yard line, especially cutting that field from about 55 yards down to 85. The Knights again have all their timeouts left. They have 94 seconds to move the ball down the field. And we'll see if they want to adopt a little bit of an air game here. Quarterback under center once again. Man goes into motion, and the pitch goes to the man in motion. Sweeps around the left side, has plenty of room, and Collinsville has to play some catch-up now into the backfield, and finally taken down at about the 45-yard line of the Kahawks. A big, big run there for Triad. That's about a 52-yard run from scrimmage for the Triad Knights. And the clock all the way down to 1 minute and 22 seconds. It's stopped right now while the chain gang moves. Triad's not going to waste a timeout. They're going to break huddle, and as soon as the chains get set down, they'll start the clock back up. And now back to pass as the quarterback overthrows his receiver, and that'll stop the clock with 1:16 left and bring up a 2nd down and 10 here for Triad. That shocks me a little bit. I thought they would probably throw it when they had the ball on their own 15-yard line. Instead, they get the ball all the way down into Kahawk territory at the 33, and then they decide to throw it. Trying to catch them off guard, I understand that, but wow. $1:16 to go here in this fourth quarter. Triad at the Collinsville 33, 2nd down and 10. Man comes into motion, gets the pitch, will try the right side, and all of a sudden Collinsville can't stop the run. All the way down inside the red zone at the 12-yard line. The runner finally brought down, and the clock is stopped with 1:08 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Man, oh man, Collinsville's been stopping the run all day long. And all of a sudden, a 52-yard run followed up by a 20-yard run. And now Triad knocking on the door here. Chain gang has moved the chains. Clock is running, and now we're under a minute to go. Triad has all 3 of their timeouts left. Under center, quarterback number 2. Here's the snap. Back to pass again. Looking over on the far side, but that one's thrown into the ground. I tell you what, the receiver was open there for a moment as the defensive back closed in right as that ball was arriving, but it didn't matter because that ball was thrown right into the ground. Stops the clock with 46.2 seconds left. 2nd down and 10 here for Triad. They can get down inside the 5-yard line for another first down. I'm surprised that Triad's going with all these passes here after their running game started clicking. Quarterback under center once again. And back to pass again. And in front of the end zone and right through the hands there of number 28. That would have been probably a tackle right at the point of catch at the 2-yard line, but still, I don't know. I don't understand the switch from the play calling here, man. You've had 2 back-to-back runs that were about 70 yards total, and now all of a sudden you're throwing the ball. 3rd down and 10 for Triad. Thank you very much, though. We'll see how it works out. 41.8 seconds to go. Triad under center once again. 3rd down, and the ball snapped bad. It's on the ground, and the quarterback lucky to come away with that one. And now Triad will take a timeout. It'll be 4th down and 10 for the Knights. And we'll take a quick break, and we're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Back here at Kahok Stadium, a very close finish we're going to have here. 35.9 seconds to play. Collinsville up 14-6. It's 4th down and 10 for the Triad Knights. They have to get it down to about the 3-yard line to pick up a first down, so they either need to get a first down or they need to get it in the end zone, or this game's pretty much over. Under center, quarterback number 2 again. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Collinsville. So the Kahawks are down to 1 timeout. Triad still has 2, but it's not going to do them much good unless they can pick up a first down on this play. We'll keep it right here for this one. 35.9 seconds to go. Kahawks got on the board first. About a minute 52 into the second quarter. 34-yard touchdown pass from Bagwell to Pinnell. Kahawks missed the extra point, and it was 6-0. Triad, they didn't tie it up until we were into the third. Matter of fact, the first possession of the second half for Triad resulted in a 34-yard touchdown run, and that tied it 6-6 after they also missed a 2-point conversion. And then a 39-yard touchdown run by Amandre Kroom. And then Collinsville did find some success from the 2-point conversion, and that's why Collinsville leads by 8, 14-6. So Triad, they either have to pick up a first down or they have to get a touchdown, and even if they do score a touchdown, they still have to get the 2-point conversion to tie. So here we go. 35.9 left, 4th and 10 on the 12-yard line from the Knights. Man goes into motion, and that man gets the pitch back. And he cuts up to the left, spin move, and down goes the running back, and that's going to do it. Collinsville will get the ball back on downs with 30 seconds left. Triad can stop the clock. They have 2 timeouts left if they choose to do so. But they won't be able to do so on the 3rd down, and after we get to that point, that'll pretty much do it. So Collinsville will get the ball on their own 9-yard line. Bagwell back out. He's had a great day at quarterback. Completed a couple of key passes and ran the ball a couple of times very well. Kroom is going to be the lone running back. He's going to be standing in his own end zone behind his quarterback as Bagwell will take it and kneel on it. And looks like Triad will not call a timeout. And the rest of the time will just tick away. We're down to the final 15 seconds. Are they going to have to run one more play or not? Probably one more. Just have to be careful while you kneel. Nope, we're not going to run a play. So the clock is going to run out. Collinsville is going to win this one. So the JV team starts off 1-0 with a 14-6 victory over the Triad Knights. Congratulations to the JV Kahok team, and that's a nice win for the young program here under first-year varsity coach Joe Beavis. So 14-6 the final. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back at a little before 5 o'clock with some soccer action for you as Jabot Catholic High School from Waterloo comes to town to take on your Collinsville Kahawks. JV game at 5 o'clock and the varsity game at 6:30. Big thank you here to my guys over here taking care of this camera for me. That would be Ryan Dunaway and Jay Stevens. We certainly do appreciate their help. And maybe we'll see him again down the road. Don't know. My name is Todd Duke, and until later on tonight, everybody enjoy the rest of this beautiful Saturday.